So, hello everyone, my name is Alessandro Florencia, and this is my EMT midterm briefing for my Management 375 class with Professor Susan Kirby. So, in this, I'm gonna go week by week during the first 7 weeks of this semester, explaining what I did with my personality test scales, how my progression is going, and what I'm learning, what is going in my way, about the goal that I have for this semester, and also the reading that I have. So in week 2 of classes, we took the EMP personality test. That is a personality test that allows you to know which personality scales and which skill scales are high for you, which ones are low for you, and then you choose in which of the lows you want to work to get better. Also, in this week, I select my goals for this semester. My goal was to get an A in every class I have, so I can maintain a good GPA during my last year of classes, so I can apply to a good master's degree in the University of Tampa. That is where I want to do my master's. In week 3, we after we get the results from the EMP, we select a plan of action. In this plan of action, I select that I need to work on my risk acceptance skill and also action orientation skill during the semester. And for this, I chose to read a book called Be Fearless: 5 Principles for a Life of Breakthroughs and Purpose during this semester, because it was recommended by EMP to work on these two scales. And this was my plan of action for this semester. Also part of my plan of action was to study a lot and get the better grades I can, so the best grades I can, so I can maintain a good GPA as I told you. During the week 4 of classes, I read the first chapter of the book. Also in my goal journey, I have an A in every class, so I'm doing very good during the semester at this point. I read the first chapter of the book. This chapter was about fear, and explained that it's not normal to have fear. Everyone has fear. The thing is learn how to control this fear and use it in your favor. Not let the fear paralyze you, but instead like motivate you and drive you forward. In week 5, to be honest, I didn't read a lot of the book because I was really busy with other assignments. But so I think that left me behind a little bit in my reading. But I was still doing good in class, also in the soccer and everything. And during week 6, I suffered like a little setback because I got a B plus in one of my classes in the marketing class because I didn't go in an assignment that well, but still I'm working on that. I also continue reading chapter 1 of the book and exploring more about the topic of fear and how to control it, so I can learn how to manage the risk, like to not fear the risk, but accept they are there, and learn how to use it in my favor. And also something interesting about this week is that we already selected the marketplace group simulation. That is something I think is going to help me a lot to 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 use all this knowledge that I'm acquiring with the book and with the EMP mindset profile to apply all my new knowledge. And finally, during week 7, I'm better in class. I have an A now because I did a great marketing assignment, a quiz also. I'm reading already chapter 2 of my book, Be Fearless. In this chapter, I learn more about the concept of risk acceptance and how to accept the risks, but also mitigate them, because in every decision we make in life, there are going to be risks of any kind. So you just can't like avoid the risk, but what you can do is like accept the risk, learn from that risk, and mitigate that risk and take actions to mitigate it. Uh, Also, we started the marketplace simulations with our groups now. I think it was also already the second briefing, and I think this is helping me a lot because it allows me, it gives me a chance to make decisions, to accept that risk, and to work with it in a controlled environment. So I think it's pretty good. And that's it. That has been my experience so far each week with the EMP personality and skill scales. I'm still working on that, and that's it. Thank you so much.